Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So, fairly solid bearish bar on the weekly, and you can see how we moved down. If you actually just look at that on the weekly chart, you'll see what I mean. So, fairly strong weekly bar, but as I've been saying for so long, we're in an area of potential support. The oscillators have eased off and are pointing down, so this is, from a weekly perspective, it's starting to look like you should be looking for an area of support. Now, the challenge we all have is the support can be pretty much anywhere between these two levels here. And it could also be right here where we are now. There's the level right over there. It's this high here. You can see that's what's in play at the moment. It does make sense. It was rejected here with a pin bar. And another one, well, not another one, but another bar, and then a kind of a, not quite an engulfing or inside bar, but anyway, but then the next 2 weeks it was above it, and it hasn't really found structure until this pullback here. So it does make sense. So these are the areas of strong support. So when price is close to them, you would be foolish to expect it to break through without some major catalyst to drive it through. So, and that would be like a pandemic or a housing crash or something like that. So there's a lot of noise in the market, but there's nothing that's really concrete. So there is one more level I want to put here on the 8th hour because it is of some pretty serious importance, and that's up there. So on the 8th hour, 15,714 would be my line in the sand. If we get above that, then that's going to break trend line. That's going to break a whole lot of structure. Then I would expect us to get into this range structure here. So then I would expect us to bounce around over there. So at the moment, I'm a little bit reluctant to be short on the 8th hour. Definitely very reluctant to be long because we are below the moving averages and we are in a downtrend. But for all intents and purposes at the moment, that is a double bottom on the oscillators, while prices are making lower lows. So it is a form of diversion. It's not as strong as what we normally see, but it is definitely there. So with all that long-term noise in your head, we need to look and see where the structure is. So the 3-hour doesn't really change. We are in a downward trend. We know that, but we're at a strong level of support, this 15,526, which is a weekly level support. So I'm very reluctant to just jump in short here for 71 points. It's kind of not so sure that's what we want to be doing. And then the next thing that we have on the hour, if you look at what happened, we had a big move down, an attempt up, and then the US market, we pulled back. But look at the oscillators. Okay, so now there is a pin bar here on the hour. We did test it on Friday, so that would be another area to be paying attention to, 15,628. We have a bit of a gap, which I suspect that gap will close today. But I suspect you're probably looking at 15,526. That price is going to bounce off again, or just below it on this tail here. And if you put that in, something along the lines of that at 15,508. So the trend is down. There's no two ways about that, and it looks really structured on the 1 hour. So there's no diversions, there's no deviation to speak of at the moment between price and the moving averages. So it looks fairly well structured. So when you start dropping to the 15-minute, you see we're all over the place at the moment. But have a look at the strong move going into the, this was at the US Open, I think, yeah, and at the DAX close. So going into the DAX close, we had a strong move up, and now we're just hovering around here. So there is a level, obviously, that they're flirting with, and that is this one right here. And you can see how important that was on Friday. So I suspect probably gap close, and then we're going to get back into this area to try and get through here. I'm not really going to be interested in any longs until we are above 15,628. So we need to be above that, break above it, find some support, then we're looking for longs, and we're looking to target this area up here, and that is at 15,714. The shorts are going to be pretty much below 15,590. So I'm going to want to see a move down, get the gap closed nicely, turn around, come back and test this, reject it, and then I'm looking for this area. So you're looking at probably, let's get this, something in the region of between 25 and 50 pips risk, and you're looking at, oh, it's actually not even worth it, 50 pips, just a one-to-one trade, not really worth it. Anyway, that's what's on offer. So that's kind of the way I do it. Break above this, find support, looking for the long. Break below this, reject it, looking for shorts. But the shorts are definitely going to be held up in this zone. I don't see that being any I don't see that scenario changing at all. Those are weekly levels. They are strong weekly levels. And this up here is a strong level of potential resistance. So not much on offer today, guys, but there is merit for either way, and you can see in the 50-minute we're in between the moving averages, so we need to break above or below it and to get going again. But that's kind of the view that we have right now. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.